Good morning, dear students. Now we are going to start the second part of the chapter, that is the human environment settlement, tropical and subtropical region. In the previous part, we have explained you about the tropical region, and now I want to explain you about the subtropical part of that region with an example of the Ganga Brahmaputra basin, because these two rivers are the part of India. As you know, Tropic of Cancer passes through our India. So above the Tropic of Cancer, the part is considered to be the subtropical region. What is the degree of Tropic of Cancer? Can anybody tell? Yes, that is the 23° north. Okay, the south part of India lies in the tropical region, and above the tropical region, that is the north part of India, is considered to be the subtropical region. So as you know, both the rivers that flows into the subtropical region. The tributaries. What do you mean by tributaries? I already told you the meaning of tribute, when we give something. So the small rivers give their water to the large rivers. That means they are the tribute themselves to the large river, and that rivers are considered to be the tributaries. Tributaries of river Ganga and Brahmaputra together form the Ganga Brahmaputra basin, because the Ganga and Brahmaputra are two separate rivers. So when they met together, they considered to be the Ganga Brahmaputra basin in the Indian subcontinent. The basin lies in the subtropical region. I already explained you about it, how it becomes the subtropical region. That is situated between the degree, underline कर लीजिए बेटा, that is 10° north to 30° north latitude. Okay, you can see the degrees in the map. You can see the degrees. Okay, this is the line of the Tropic of Cancer. You can see the degrees. Okay, so this area is considered to be the subtropical region. Okay, now we have to underline the tributaries of river Ganga, and you have to find on your own the tributaries of river Brahmaputra. Underline the name of the rivers: Ghagra, the Son, the Chambal, the Gandak, the Kosi. These are the tributaries of river Ganga. And Brahmaputra river, I told you only one, that is the Lohit. You have to find out two or more tributaries of the Brahmaputra river. The plains of the Ganga. As you know, Ganga starts from the Gangotri glaciers and falls into the Uttar Pradesh. ठीक है, उत्तराखंड से it passes through the Uttar Pradesh. So this whole area is considered to be the Ganga basin, and this area is known as the Brahmaputra basin. And these two are merges at this place and making the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. So as you know, the physical division of our India, here what is this? The northern plain of India, and we have the all the mountains in this range. So these mountains are the originating place of these rivers. So Ganga starts from the Gangotri glacier. But as you know, the Brahmaputra river enters into India through Arunachal Pradesh. Its begin point is here at Mansarovar Lake in China, Tibet. Okay? This is the river. This is the Brahmaputra river. But we have to consider Brahmaputra as when it enters into India. It passes through the three countries, the China, as well as in India, and then in Bangladesh. So it has given three names at per the place. In China, they are considered this river to be the Sangpo, and in India, we are considered it as Brahmaputra, and Bangladesh people call that river, that is the Jamuna river. So these are the tributaries. Okay, you can see these rivers that merges into the main river Ganga, and in the same way you can see the Lohit, that is the tributary of the Brahmaputra river. So let us consider the Himalayas and the Sundarban Delta are the main features of this basin. Oxbow Lakes. If you recall the journey of the river, then you recall that Oxbow Lake. When river falls into the plain area, it makes different meanders. And when these meanders separate from that river, that becomes the lakes, and the shape of that lakes is just like a ox bow. So these lakes are considered to be the oxbow. In the plain area, the area is dominated by monsoon type of climate. India has a, we are living in the Haryana, and that is the part of the northern plain of India. And but the climate we have a monsoon type of climate. The monsoon bring rains. When it comes rains in our India, in Haryana and Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, mid June to mid September. So what is the climate here? The summers are hot and the winters are cool. So let us do, I explained you, river Brahmaputra is known by different names in different places. I already explained you all the three names. The basin area has varied topography. What do you mean by topography? That is the slope of the land. Because it passes through the plain area also, it passes through the mountains also. So it becomes in the delta. So there are different topography. The environment plays a dominant role in the distribution of the population. As you know, as compared to the plain area, the mountains are not densely populated. It means plains are densely populated. You can see the population in mountain area as well as you can compare in Haryana, Punjab and Delhi. The mountains area with steep slopes are inhospitable terrain. Therefore लेस नंबर ऑफ पीपल लिव इन द माउंटेन एरिया. क्या रीज़न क्या है? वहाँ पे स्टीप स्लोप्स हैं, तो इंडस्ट्रीज के लिए दैट प्लेस इज़ नॉट सुटेबल. सो वहाँ की जो पॉपुलेशन है एज कम्पेयर टू द प्लेन एरिया दैट इज़ वेरी लेस इन नंबर. द प्लेन एरिया प्रोवाइड्स द मोस्ट सुटेबल लैंड फॉर ह्यूमन हैबिटेशन. क्योंकि यह स्लोप ऑफ लैंड नहीं है तो इजीली जो यहाँ पर हम क्रॉप्स को भी ग्रो कर सकते हैं. तो फार्मिंग कैन इजीली बी डन, इंडस्ट्रियल कैन ऑल्सो बी फ्लोरिश हियर. So human habitation is in the plain area. The soil is very fertile because that soil comes through these river. So soil becomes very fertile. What is the main occupation of the people here? Agriculture. Due to the flat land is available to grow crops. And densely population of the plains is very, very high. What do you mean by population density? We will discuss in the next time. The main crop is paddy. What is the main crop here? Paddy and wheat. Since cultivation of paddy requires sufficient water, it is grown in the areas where the amount of rainfall is very high. ठीक है, तो we are receiving abundant rainfall, so we can easily grow the paddy crop. Paddy is considered to be the rice crop. What are the different crops grown here? Wheat, maize, sorghum, gram, millets are the other crops grown here. Cash crops. What do you mean by cash crops? Cash crops means that crop which we produce for the sale in the market. The example of cash crops are sugarcane, jute, that can also be grown here. Banana plantations are seen in some areas of the plain. Maximum crops can grow in the Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Punjab. In West Bengal and Assam, what is the main crop there? Tea. Just because the climatic conditions are favorable for the tea. Silk is also produced. How silk can be produced? Through the cultivation of silk worms in parts of Bihar and Assam. सिल्क वॉर्म्स बेटा हम कहाँ ग्रो करते हैं? मलबेरी ट्रीज पे. इसकी जो लीव्स होती है ना, दे ईट दैट लीव्स एंड देन इट हैज़ बीन ग्रोन. इन द माउंटेन एंड हिल्स where the slopes are gentle, crops are grown on terraces. You know the terrace farming? So terraces are grown. You can see this is the paddy field. Okay? This is the cultivation of paddy and this is the cultivation of tea crops because in the slope area they can easily grow the tea. And Ganga and Brahmaputra played tropical deciduous grow along with teak, sal and people. Name of the trees underline कर लीजिए. Which trees can grow here? Teak, sal and people. You have seen these trees in your surrounding because we are also the part of the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. Thick bamboo groves are grown in the Brahmaputra plain. Bamboo sticks होते हैं ना बेटा बड़ी बड़ी, so that they have grown in the Brahmaputra plain. The delta area is covered with the mangrove forest. I will show the picture of the mangrove forest also. In parts of Uttarakhand, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh means mountain areas. Coniferous trees like pine, deodar and fir can be seen. हमने plain area के भी बताया आपको, mountain areas के बताए. So underline both of them. Because the climate is cool and the slopes are steep. As you have visited towards these places, you have seen these trees easily. These are the picture of the mangrove plains.